There's a hidden pattern running your life that's causing you to attract the same relationships or the same money patterns. You've done the work, but why does it keep repeating? Perhaps you've been told that it's trauma, but it's much deeper than that. It's the role that you learned in childhood still running your life today. Your brain is wired to choose what's familiar, even if it keeps you stuck. And this is a real root cause that most people or therapists miss. So if you want real change, you have to decode the pattern before you repeat it again and again. Because epigenetics makes up 80% of our behaviors, and that includes recurring themes. Most folks treat the symptoms or triggers. At a deeper level, the root behavioral approach looks at the pattern underneath the symptom. In relationships, you might notice that you overgive, avoid conflict, or try to earn love because you learned early that love had to be earned through overdoing. This points to a deeper pattern of people-pleasing, abandonment, fear, or even attachment wounds that are driving partner choices. And if it's related to money, you may sabotage opportunities or undercharge or even feel guilty receiving because you learn to associate worth with struggle or not being too much. So here the focus is on the underlying belief system and the nervous system response around worth, safety, and receiving. The simple distinction is this. The symptom approach asks, how do I fix the situation? But the root approach asks, what pattern in me keeps creating the situation? And then there's the underlying belief that was formed from an implicit message. So the truth is, you don't just attract relationship or money problems. You repeat the internal patterns that feel most familiar until they're brought into awareness and changed. So if you want real change, you have to recode the pattern before you continue to rinse and repeat. The patterns you keep repeating are not your fault, but something you learned. Most of our patterns, again, are formed in childhood through the roles that we had to play to feel safe, loved, or accepted. So whether you became the caretaker, the independent one, the people pleaser, you will continue to attract the same dynamics, just different people or circumstances. Same pattern. And because our brains are wired for familiarity, it's not necessarily what's healthy for us. It's wired to seek familiarity because the primal mind receives the unfamiliar or unsafe threat when something is uncertain. This is just our subconscious trying to protect us, even if it ends up sabotaging our peace and happiness. And that's why we don't choose our patterns. We repeat what the brain knows until we change it. And this is the root of healing. And for coaches,